Brazil has long been known as the giant of Latin America, not only because of its vast territory, but also because of its profound economic, cultural, and political influence. Located in the east of the South American continent, this country stretches over an area of over 8.5 million kilometers, becoming the largest country in South America and the fifth largest in the world, behind only Russia, Canada, China, and the United States. With this huge scale, Brazil occupies nearly half of the entire area of South America, considered the soul of the entire region. A notable geographical feature is that Brazil possesses a coastline of up to 7,400 kilometers winding along the Atlantic Ocean. This is a strategic advantage, opening up opportunities for international trade development and creating conditions for sea tourism to boom. Famous beaches such as Copacabana or Ipanema have become global icons, attracting millions of tourists every year. The long coastline also helps the seaport, maritime transport, and fisheries industries play an important role in the national economy. Brazil shares land borders with most South American countries, except Chile and Ecuador. This extensive, contiguous location allows Brazil to build a diverse network of economic, political, and cultural cooperation, while strengthening its central role in the region. In particular, Brazil's territory stretches from the equator to the subtemperate zone, providing unique ecological and climatic diversity, from the dense Amazon rainforest, green plains, to fertile plateaus. It is this richness that has helped Brazil become one of the countries with the richest natural resources in the world. In terms of population, Brazil currently has about 210 million people, ranking 6th globally. It is also the most populous Portuguese-speaking country, making this language one of the most popular languages in the world. The Brazilian people are a mix of many communities: indigenous people, Europeans, Africans, and immigrant groups from Japan, the Middle East, Italy. This diversity has created a vibrant cultural identity, and at the same time, turned Brazil into a dynamic and creative society. In short, its strategic geographical location, vast territory, long coastline, and large population have given Brazil special advantages. This is not only a giant country in terms of area, but also a regional power that is gradually asserting its leading role on the world map. When mentioning Brazil, people immediately think of the Amazon forest, the giant green lung of the earth, with an area covering nearly 2 to 3 of the entire national territory. The Amazon is not only the largest tropical forest in the world, but also a great natural symbol, the place that produces and regulates the global climate. That endless green curtain contains countless wonders, from ancient flora, rare trees, to brilliant flowers that decorate the entire forest. The Amazon is truly a treasure, not only of Brazil, but of all humanity. Along with the Amazon forest is the majestic Amazon River, considered one of the natural wonders of the world. With a length of more than 6,140 kilometers, the Amazon River is one of the longest rivers and has the largest water flow on the planet. This river not only provides abundant water for the whole region, but is also a traffic artery where thousands of indigenous people live and have been attached for many generations. Beneath the murky waters, a rich ecosystem thrives, from ferocious piranhas, strange pink dolphins, to giant crocodiles, creating a world that is both dangerous and fascinating. The most remarkable feature of Brazilian nature is its biodiversity. This is one of the countries with the richest biological resources in the world, with about 600 species of mammals, 2,500 species of fish, 1,600 species of birds, and more than 100,000 species of insects recorded. These impressive numbers make Brazil a paradise for scientists, ecologists, and adventurous tourists. Every animal, every tree contributes to creating a vivid natural picture, proving the unparalleled richness of the Amazon ecosystem. This diversity is not only of scientific significance, but also plays an essential role in human life. Many species of trees in the Amazon forest provide valuable medicinal materials, rich food sources, and natural wood and latex products for daily life. However, Brazilian nature is also facing great challenges from deforestation, climate change, and overexploitation. Therefore, preserving the Amazon has become an urgent task not only for Brazil, but also for the international community. It can be said that Brazilian nature is a perfect combination of majesty and endless life. From the Amazon forest to the Amazon River, From mysterious animals to immense forests, all have created a fascinating country, where nature still retains its enchanting pristine beauty. Brazil's history is one of conquest, discovery, and great upheaval that has shaped the vast, diverse nation it is today. In the 16th century, Portuguese ships first landed on the coast of South America, opening a new chapter for the land that once belonged to the indigenous tribes. From then on, Brazil became a Portuguese colony for 322 years, a period long enough to leave a strong mark on its language, culture, and social structure. It was this influence that made Portuguese the official language, making Brazil the largest Portuguese-speaking country in the world. After centuries of rule, the people's spirit of fighting for freedom grew stronger and finally succeeded in 1822. On September 7th, Prince Dom Pedro declared independence, ending Portuguese rule and opening a new era for the country. Since then, September 7th has become a major holiday when Brazilians commemorate the historic moment that marked the birth of an independent nation. One of the most distinctive features of Brazil is its diversity. Before the arrival of Europeans, it was home to hundreds of indigenous tribes with their own cultures and customs. The presence of the Portuguese brought the first wave of European immigration, and at the same time opened the era of the slave trade, which brought millions of Africans to Brazil. This mix created a multi-ethnic community, including indigenous people, Europeans, Africans, and later immigrant groups from many other regions. In the 19th and 20th centuries, Brazil continued to welcome many immigrant communities, especially from Italy, the Middle East, Japan, and other Asian countries. A typical example is the Japanese community in Brazil, the largest in the world outside Japan, with about 1.52 million people, mainly living in São Paulo. This community has preserved its own cultural identity while making a strong contribution to the economy, agriculture, and social life of Brazil. Today, with more than 210 million people, Brazil is the most populous country in South America and the sixth most populous country in the world. The cultural mix has created a unique identity, both Latin American and European, African and Asian influences. Brazilians are known for their open-mindedness, openness, and hospitality, all reflecting a long history of integration and ethnic diversity. It can be affirmed that it is the turbulent history and diverse population that have made Brazil the country with the richest culture on the planet. The colonial past and the vibrant present have blended together to create a country that is both historically deep and full of modern vitality. When it comes to Brazil, it is impossible to ignore its vibrant culture and burning passion for sports that have become global icons. From vibrant street festivals to stadiums filled with spectators, Brazil always shines like a vibrant dancer on the international stage. First of all, football is the greatest pride of the people here. For them, football is not just a sport, but almost a second religion. Brazil is the most successful team in the history of the FIFA World Cup, with 5 championships: 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, 2002. Legends such as Pelé, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Kaká, and Neymar have contributed to making Brazil the cradle of football superstars. Across the country, from vibrant cities like São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro to remote villages, children grow up with the ball, nurturing the dream of wearing the yellow and green jersey. Football thus becomes a link that connects communities, overcoming all social differences and deepening national pride. Along with football, Carnival is also the most prominent cultural symbol in the world. Every year, millions of tourists come to Rio de Janeiro to immerse themselves in the passionate atmosphere of Carnival, the largest masquerade festival on the planet. In 2018, this event attracted up to 6 million participants, turning the city into the capital of joy for many days. Colorful costumes, vibrant samba dances, and magnificent parades have created a unique cultural party. Carnival is not just a fun occasion, but also reflects the cultural exchange between Europe, Africa, and indigenous, the foundation of Brazil's diverse identity. Another special point is language. Although located in the middle of the South American continent, where most countries speak Spanish, Brazil is the only country that uses Portuguese as its official language. This is both a legacy of the colonial period and a factor that affirms its unique identity. This language is not only a tool of communication, but also a means of spreading Brazilian literature, music, cinema, and art around the world. In addition to football, Brazilians are also passionate about many other sports such as volleyball, futsal, capoeira, a martial art combined with a unique dance, and especially beach volleyball, associated with the famous Golden Sand. These sports are not only entertaining, but also symbolize youth, team spirit, and the desire to conquer. In short, culture and sports are the heart of Brazil. If football ignites the fire of national pride, carnival shows limitless creativity, then Portuguese is the thread that connects the past with the present. This fusion has made Brazil one of the most vibrant, rich, and beloved countries in the world. Brazil is not only the country with the largest area and population in South America, but also an economic power in the region and the world. With great potential, Brazil is currently a member of the G20 group, a group of leading global economies, demonstrating its stature and influence far beyond the region. One of the most prominent strengths of the Brazilian economy is agriculture. Favored by nature with diverse climates, vast and fertile land, Brazil has developed a large-scale agriculture, playing a pivotal role in growth and export. Main agricultural products include coffee, sugarcane, rubber, cocoa, rice, and soybeans. The vast fields stretching from the south to the central region have become a familiar image, contributing to making Brazil an important food granary of the world. Among them, coffee is the greatest pride. Brazil has maintained its position as the world's largest coffee exporter for more than 150 years. The world's most famous coffee brands all originate from Brazil, where coffee beans are grown in ideal climatic conditions, giving them a distinctive flavor. Coffee not only brings in huge foreign exchange, but also becomes a part of the culture, closely linked to the daily lives of the people. In addition to agriculture, Brazil also develops industries, services, energy, and mining, creating a diversified economy. The combination of rich natural resources and a large market helps Brazil maintain its position as the economic locomotive of South America. Brazil is not only impressive for its majestic nature and vibrant culture, but also stands out with its modern cities and symbols of global stature. Each major metropolis has its own story, reflecting the historical process, economic strength, and unique identity of this vast South American country. First of all, we must mention Brasilia, the official capital of Brazil. This city was built in a record time of only 41 months and officially inaugurated in 1960. With a unique planning inspired by the shape of an airplane, Brasilia became a testament to the country's aspiration to modernize in the 20th century. Outstanding architectural works designed by architect Oscar Niemeyer have put Brasilia on the list of the most modern planned cities in the world. In 1987, UNESCO recognized Brasilia as a World Heritage Site, emphasizing the artistic value and historical stature of this special city. If Brasilia is the administrative center, Rio de Janeiro is considered the soul of Brazil, famous worldwide for the statue of Christ the Redeemer, Cristo Redentor, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Rio is the place where faith and aspiration for peace crystallize. The 30-meter-high statue, towering on the top of Corcovado Mountain, has become a sacred symbol of the country. In addition, few people know that in the early 19th century, Rio was the capital of the Kingdom of Portugal, making it the only city outside of Europe to hold this special status. Today, Rio is still one of the most attractive tourist destinations in the world, associated with Copacabana Beach, the famous Carnival Festival, and the endless vibrant life. In addition, São Paulo is the largest economic and financial center of Brazil, known as the New York of South America. This is the most populous city on the continent, with about 20 million people in the extended urban area. São Paulo is home to a diverse immigrant community, from Japan, Italy, Lebanon to many other countries, creating a unique cultural mix. The city is famous for its skyscrapers and modern commercial centers, but is also associated with traffic jams that last for dozens of kilometers, a mark that anyone who has visited will find hard to forget. Combined, the 3 major cities, Brasilia, Rio de Janeiro, and São Paulo, clearly outline the face of Brazil, both modern and rich in symbols. They are the representative faces of the past, present, and future of this giant country. Brazil is not only famous for its magnificent nature, vibrant culture, and top football, but also contains countless interesting facts that surprise the world. These unique details contribute to its unique appeal, making this giant South American country both familiar and mysterious. First of all, a special point lies right on the Brazilian flag. The blue-yellow flag with a blue ball in the middle is decorated with 27 white stars, symbolizing the states and federal districts. Interestingly, the number of stars on the flag will be updated every time there is an administrative change, making this one of the few national flags in the world that directly reflects the development of the country. The name Brazil also has a unique origin. It comes from the Brazil wood tree, Pau Brazil, a rare red wood that was widely exploited during the colonial period. This wood has a fiery red color, used in the fabric dyeing industry in Europe. It is the close association with the exploitation of this wood that has given this vast land its name, Brazil. One of the most terrifying places on the planet is also in Brazil, Snake Island, Ilha da Queimada Grande. The small island off the coast of São Paulo is famous for its dense population of snakes, especially the extremely venomous Bothrops insularis. Because of the level of danger, the Brazilian government strictly forbids anyone from setting foot here, turning Snake Island into a dead land that haunts the human imagination. Not only that, Brazil is also second in the world in the number of airports after the United States, with 2,717 airports. This huge number reflects the vast size of the country and the need to move between cities spread across the territory. Brazil also witnessed the world's largest money robbery in 2005 in Fortaleza. A group of criminals dug a nearly 80-meter-long tunnel leading to the central bank, stealing about 70 million USD in cash. The case shocked the world and is still considered one of the most daring heists in the history of international crime. Finally, another interesting detail, the surname Silva, is the most popular in Brazil, with about 6.2 million people bearing this name. In particular, many famous football players such as Thiago Silva, or even the legendary Pelé, full name Edson Arantes do Nascimento da Silva, are also associated with this surname. From the national flag, the name, the impressive records to the strange secrets, all have created a colorful Brazil, where each interesting fact contributes to enriching the unique identity of this country.